So yet again we are back in the bedroom so that I can do a rehousing away from the kids. And today we are going to take a look at and rehouse our giant hooded katydids, the Siliquofera grandis. Not quite sure if I pronounced the genus correctly there, but that's what we're going to roll with today. Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So as I said, we're going to be looking at our S. grandis, the giant hooded katydids. Now these guys grow huge. I'm talking like this. These guys are massive. They are one of the biggest katydids in the world, and we have 6 nymphs in here. But before we take a closer look at them, we are going to set up the home. Where can I put these guys where they're safe? There we go. Right, so what I'm going to be housing them in is this nice large tarantula room enclosure, which should do them for a few molts. Now apparently these guys grow quite quick, but I have never kept this katydid species before, so we'll have to wait and see. Now they won't be staying in this if all of them make it to adulthood. We will need about double this size, so we're going to need like a 60 centimetre at least tall enclosure for our katydids, and I have one in mind for when they do get to that size, but for now I think this one should do them for quite a while. I chose this one because it will maintain humidity quite well. It only has a strip of top ventilation, and that it's a fairly strong enclosure, and it will hold a decent amount of substrate too, because these guys will lay their eggs into substrate. So before we go into any more information, let's put in the soil base layer for this enclosure. And I've got one more tub somewhere. Where are we? This one here. So this is actually going to be a mix of cocoa fibre and topsoil. You don't necessarily need to do that. One or the other is good enough. But just so, whoa, I've just broke that. Ow, my thumb! It just so happens that I had both to hand, so why not? I like a bit of a blend in everything. I like my substrates, and I like to have different looks and textures. And this will hold the moisture quite well in the soil too. See if I can just tip this. Well, that was quicker. Oh, that's a good amount. I like that. I'm just going to mix this together a little bit. Nice. Doesn't matter too much about my substrate depth right now, because as I said, the adults, oh, there's a bit of moss there, the adults will be going in a larger enclosure, but I want to have this soil substrate at the bottom to help maintain humidity of the tank. So next, I've got a pot of water here. It's going to be holding my bramble, is what I've got today, the food plant. Now these guys will eat bramble, they will eat oak, they will eat hazel, among a few other things. But I also don't want my katydids to drown, so what I'm going to be doing is putting in my bits of bramble to this pot, and then I'm going to put kind of a layer of just tissue around the edge of it so that they can't fall in, but they still have the moisture there. So I'm actually better off using a tub that has a less wider opening when I'm putting the bramble in, but as I didn't actually intend on getting these katydids, I have nothing spare on me here, and my stick insects are actually kept at my mum's house, so I don't have access to those pots today, and these guys really need to go into their new home. So as you can see, I've put the bramble in a pot. I'm going to stuff the edges with tissue, keep the bramble upright for these guys to munch on. Now bear in mind, if you ever do this technique, you do have to change this tissue, okay, because it's going to absorb a lot of the water, and it's going to be a good breeding ground basically for germs and bacteria. So this is a temporary measure until I get one of my pots from my mum to have my bramble in. So there we are. There is no way of them getting inside here and drowning now. So I'm going to try and centralise this best that I can, just because that's what kind of guy I am. And maybe, ouch, bramble hurts, remember that. Slightly bury it as well. So we've got a nice, awesome looking enclosure here. 360 degrees, nice and round, with a Tarantula Room logo on the top, and a 3/4 or 2/3 or whatever it is opening lid. And this is literally all it's going to be. Just a pot with some bramble, with some soil. In fact, let's add a little bit of moss as well, because we really do need to keep that humidity gradient pretty decent in this enclosure. What I'll do, I'll put it towards the back there, so we can have slightly drier front where the light of the room will be coming in, slightly damper back. Now I'm going to wet down this substrate too, because it is a little bit dry, and then I promise you we'll have a look at these katydids. Giving it one really good soak. Things in this house tend to dry up really fast, so if we have an initial good soaking to start with, that will last for a while. The only problem is I've now misted up the sides, but it's alright, you can see enough. So where are my katydids? Yes. So then, here are the katydids. You can see there's one larger one there, some smaller ones, and there should be 6. Is that a molt over there? Yep, we have a katydid molt as well. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Can I open this one-handed? Tubs are never designed to open one-handed, are they? Oh my goodness. No, I can't do it. So there's that molt. Still pretty soft. Oh, the kids are screaming in the background, I do apologise. And then it says there's 6, so let's count. We've got that bigger one there, and then that one 2, that one 3, that one there 4, so there should be 2 more perhaps. Oh, there's one right there I didn't spot. Really good camouflage in these guys. That's 5, so I'm going to guess the other one is somewhere on an underside. Was it that one? I don't know, I've lost count now. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There we go. Not that I don't trust Curtis, who I bought these from, because he is fantastic and I buy from him quite a lot. It's just that I like to count. So if I bring them up here, I should be able to have a better look. Look at that. What an awesome, awesome animal. This one's looks like he's coming out to say hello. Hi buddy, how you doing? You having a look around? So now we just got the simplistic task of getting them to their enclosure. I say simplistic, I've only ever dealt with a certain leaf katydid species before that was actually pretty simple. I've never dealt with any others, so I assume they'll be pretty simple to get in, unless of course they lag it or jump away from me. But katydids is not my specialty, so who knows. Right, let's pop that on for now. Get this lid open, or not. Right, let's let's get this lid open. Let's come around this way. This is the space I'm recording in. It is absolutely tiny. Right then, who have we got? Let's see if we can get this one to back up onto my hand. No, it doesn't want to. Okay, right, left hand filming. It's just running circles on me. Come on, dude. There we go. There's one. Look how well camouflaged these guys are. Imagine being a predator trying to find one of these. Oh, defocus. Come on, camera. You're not going to focus up. You're not going to focus, are you? Ah, it's fine. We've got plenty more to look at. So we've got one in. So this is the old bit of bramble. We've got one in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, and there is one on the bramble. Nearly chucked you away, buddy. Come on. Oh, that one jumped. So they are going to be pretty good jumpers. I don't even know where that one that jumped went. I think he's just under that bit of leaf there. There he is. Okay. I don't want to lose these guys, especially when they're going to be hopping around. So I've got to be quite quick. Number 3. There it goes. Dindalindalindaloon. Hey, buddy. Look at you. And we got 3 more to go. This one's got really long legs. Okay, I'm struggling to get these guys with one hand unless I do it this way. Just rest the enclosure, see if we can get them to come out. Come on, dude. Oh, this is easier. Oh, that one jumped. Now we've got one on each corner. There's the big one. Sorry for the rattling, folks. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. Jump. Nice. Look at him or her. Nice, decent sized katydid there. That must have been the one that molted, perhaps. Although the molt did look a bit small. Maybe they put on quite a chunk of size. Awesome. So the last one, I'm just going to kind of chuck it down like that. Don't worry guys, that looks a lot more aggressive than it actually was. Oh, I'm well chuffed. I am well chuffed with these. Look at them. They're like mini aliens. Side by side in their new home. That big one is awesome. I can't wait for these guys to grow. Such interesting creatures. Now, as you know, I do well with Phasmid, so hopefully I'll do well with these katydids too. My leaf katydids all made it to adulthood. But I didn't get any production of eggs, and I'm not quite sure what went wrong there. I might have actually had all males in my last batch. Here's another one. Now bramble this time of year isn't very good for Phasmids, so probably same with katydids. So I'm going to be searching for some oak, and I've just realised something. There is another one on here. Did he give us one for free, or did I miscount? I'll notice in the editing section, but feel free to comment me below guys. Did I actually miscount, or do we have one for free here? Now this one actually looks a tad more slender. I've seen a couple that are a bit more slender and a couple that are a bit more fatter. Maybe that's to do with sexing them. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Wow, okay. You nearly got away. Sorry for the defocus. There you go. You crafty swine. Nearly escaped the powers of me. Now I'm a little bit concerned that there's going to be any more. I'm going to have to thoroughly search this bramble. I can't see any more. Yeah, I'll search that in a minute. Okay, there we have it. A giant hooded katydids. Let's see if we can spot them. There's one underneath there. hard for you to see through the water droplets. Another one there. And then over here we have that bigger one and the one next to it. Ah, this is awesome. And I love this cylindrical display for them as well. I think it's super cool. I noticed something interesting here. So these leaves, notice how these have been eaten through the middle. I'm quite curious how katydids eat. You see phasmids, they eat from an edge of a leaf, and they do it in almost a semicircle fashion all the way through the leaf. But these guys seem to be munching in through the middle and on the edges. Very, very interesting indeed. Well, you learn something new every day then. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you because that's something I didn't know about katydids at all, and I actually found that quite interesting. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our katydid enclosure. Oh, there's a hair there, full of soil, bit of moss, some nice bramble. And as I said, the only changes that are going to be done to this off the camera will be changing the type of pot that I've got them in so that none will end up drowning when the tissue falls, and also different food plants. So I'll go hunting for some oak, some hazel, and potentially a couple others to try on these guys. So I'm really, really happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing them. I'm sorry about the few defocuses we had. I'm going to go pop these guys up on the shelf. I think I'll keep these in the bedroom for now as well. I have some Uracantha horrida in this room, and the rest of my phasmids are at my mum's. But these katydids, they're going to stay here with me. So, thought I spotted another one, but there's actually an ant that's just ran over this bramble. So yes, I'm going to pop these on the shelves now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. A bit of bonus footage before we go. Here is my Uracantha horrida mature male, just because I haven't actually shown them off on the camera yet. I haven't got the light in quite the right place for you to see, but look at the size of that spine on the hind leg. Not sure if you can make it out. I put my hand in behind there. Look at that spine. And these guys will kick, they will draw blood. So super cool. Anyway, I will give you guys a video on these at some point. I'm just focusing purely on their care at the minute. I want to make sure any mistakes and successes are documented personally by myself before I actually do a video of them. And there is an adult female inside that big cork tube, and she's even bigger than him. Anyway, bonus footage done. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.